Hey guys, all right, so thanks to Shannon for suggesting this video, but basically what it is we're going to talk about the main fuse for these Tohatsu engines. This is for 9.9, 15, or the 20. The main fuse is a 20 amp fuse, and you know, honestly I didn't know where it was. He brought up the question, I looked into it, and it's funny because every time I check out my engine I've always seen this little yellow square here and assume it's some sort of a button, maybe a reset or something like that, but it's really not. It's your main fuse holder. So this is where it's located, right next to the oil filter, and inside there is also a spare fuse. So Tohatsu gives you a spare fuse. God forbid you ever need it, but it's there, you know. So I'll show you, this is where it is. I'll show you how to change it. First thing you want to do is, if you're directly connected to your battery, disconnect your negative terminal so there's no juice coming to the engine at all. And all you're going to want to do is, this is a sort of like a rubber protection mount boot that's around it, and you're just going to want to push it out. And it's pretty tight, but it pops right out. There you go. And then once you pop that out, what you're going to see is there's going to be a little clip on one side. Just want to give that a squeeze and then gently rock the top cover off. And then it'll expose the fuse. So the wires are going in. You can see on the left side of this connector, so the taller one is where the connection is. The shorter one is going to be your spare. So it just pops right out, and that's what the fuse looks like. And you should always have spares anyway, but it's kind of cool Tohatsu gave you one. And then if you're ever working on electric within your engine and you have to disconnect connectors, it's always a good idea to put some dielectric grease on those. You know, I'm not pulling the fuse out, but since I'm here, I'm going to do it anyway. You know, and I can see it's dry. So what you want to do is take some dielectric grease. This stuff here I highly recommend. I'll put a link to this and some spare fuses in the description. But this stuff is really good. Super high quality, a little more expensive, but it's worth it. You can adjust the flow, and it's just really good stuff. So basically what I'm going to do is put a little bit on there, on each leg. Now see if I can do it here, we can see. Don't need a lot. Just enough to cover the spades, because when you push it on, it's going to distribute it. And then just pop it back in. It's just a good practice when you're working on electrical in an engine, especially a boat engine. And then just snap the lid back on. They make like a marine version of that, but I don't really think it's necessary for stuff like this. I mean, if you want to spend the extra money, get it, but just basic dielectric grease is going to do the trick. All right, so to get it back in, you just reverse. Pop it right back in. And it's tight, which is good actually, but it gets in there. And just push it until that little button's popping through the hole again. Sorry for my voice. It's been a really rough week. Thank you, China, if you know what I mean. And let's see. There we go. And that's it. So Tohatsu, pretty cool. They give you a spare fuse, and did a really good job of this. I mean, that's nice, watertight, solid. I mean, this engine, it's just performed way beyond all my expectations. It's so well engineered and put together, and they really support this engine, and they stand behind it. So I'm definitely happy about it. Thanks again, Shannon. Any questions? Put them in the comments. Like I said, I'll put some links to some of the stuff I used, like the dielectric grease, the extra spare fuses, which I do keep on hand anyway, in my toolkit, and some other stuff like that. Those affiliate links that come from Amazon. So thanks for your help. Thanks for watching, and talk to you next time.
All right, thanks for watching. Please subscribe.